Howdy, everybody. Welcome to Highly Motivated Friday night session. That's right. Tonight we've gotten together. This is it. This is our Friday night smoke session. This is our time to get together as community under the leaf, whether you smoke or you don't. This is your time to come chit chat. Come be part of Highly Motivated. This is where we can come talk. We can be community. We can be friends. We can just listen. We can just smoke. We're just getting together. This is our digital smoke session. So tonight, what is the topic that we're going to be talking about on Highly Motivated? Well, first off, this lovely new shirt, this t-shirt I just picked up at Plato's in West Palm Beach on my way back from Miami today. So I was driving from South Miami back home today, left at like, I don't know, early morning, and then I had a meeting with a Russian, a crazy Russian, a fantastic crazy Russian, and incredible, fantastic things are going to be happening. Usually it's going to be a good day when you have an early morning meeting with a crazy Russian, and that started the day on a perfect path of excellence. And remember, here on Highly Motivated, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about you creating that perfect path of excellence, that manifestation of excellent vibes, excellent frequency, excellent energy. So welcome. Thank you for joining me tonight on Highly Motivated, on a chance for us to motivate each other, a chance for us to sit and smoke, and a chance for my dogs to sit there and just bark nonstop. But they've missed us. I haven't been home. We just got here. Literally, I just ran in, just set up the computer, just got everything going, and just brought the table out here, all my goodies. Really quite a rush to get everything put together last minute like this. But we are here, 8 o'clock live, coming to you on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. That's right, multi-streaming everywhere, baby. And then afterwards, of course, we go other places. Okay, so we're here. It is Highly Motivated, and let's chit chat. But the first thing we do on Highly Motivated is we smoke. We light up and we relax a little bit. We just chit chat. We just talk. So that's what we're doing. Wore the cowboy hat for hours in the car. It has shielded me from, I've been driving with the sun right in my face the whole time. So this kind of gave me an idea. I had some other ideas about the show, but tonight I really wanted to kind of discuss how our perception of the world is influenced directly by our experiences, influenced directly by our mindsets, and you know how we interpret the world around us. We are living almost in our own individual little bubbles, each one of us. We create it. We create and manifest this bubble that we live in. But in that, we see the world and the environment in our way, and a person right next to us will see it in their way. So we're each living within individual realms or realities that are melding together. Remember, you're creating and manifesting that day. So I come to you back here from my property once again. I came to you this morning. This morning we had an early morning smoke sesh, which is something a little different for us. Normally, oh, you need a link? You do need a link. I saw something from the crazy Russian just now. So let me see if I can get him a link while we're chit-chatting here. I don't know if I could do it. I'm like terrible at things like this. Let me see. Dun, dun, dun. I'm going to send them a link through the chat. If you see the chat, I'm going to do my best to send you a link through that. So let me see if I can do it. Let me see how fancy I can get. Oh, you want to jump on tonight? Jump on tonight. What a great time to jump on. Let me see. Did I do it? I copied it. All right, let's take it over here to the chat. Maybe you see the chat. Maybe you don't. Hopefully you do. And paste and go. All right. So if you see the chat, that's your link right there. That's how fancy I just got. Again, everybody else, welcome to Highly Motivated. You're about to have a fantastic treat. If he's able to jump on, this will be great. This is the crazy Russian. I told you, great things are always happening. Things are just coming together because you put a good vibe out in the universe. Before I talk for any longer, because I've already talked for 5 minutes and I haven't lit anything up, I should be ashamed of myself. And this is such beautiful, beautiful cannabis right here. Okay, here we go. Before I forget, I want to mention tomorrow, if you're in Florida and you're close to St. Pete, tomorrow Goldflower Cannabis at their dispensaries is putting on a Meet the Grower in St. Pete. They're doing a Meet the Grower. I think this is amazing. Why? Because look, it's you get to talk to the grower. You get to find out about organic cannabis, hand trimmed, living soil. What's the difference? Why this makes, a world of difference to the cannabis that we're smoking. Living soil is such a big deal. Mm. Let me see if I can send them. Let me see. I'm missing chats here. Okay, you need link for Instagram. I don't have the link for Instagram. That's only on Sunday. Instagram is so I want to let everybody know you can find me on Instagram on Sunday. On Sunday, we do a live smoke sesh just for Instagram. So it's the Insta session, the Insta sesh, the Insta smoke, Insta smoke, Insta sesh. And that's like 6, 7 o'clock that we're going to be coming to you every Sunday, just Instagram. But right now we're doing Facebook, we're doing LinkedIn, Twitch, and YouTube. And so this is found you. Yes, but look on YouTube. YouTube is where I just sent the link. Unless you see the link that I sent it here. I don't know who sees it. That being said, all right, excellent. We're rocking and rolling. So today, what are we talking about? What is our big? Sorry, my brain's all crazy. I've been driving all day. I just got home. I literally just walked into the door and I was like, oh my God, it's 8 o'clock. We've got to get things going. The podcast tonight, we did one this morning. We had a morning smoke sesh when I was in Boca at the hotel. And, not a bad hotel, not terrible, other than a little bit misleading on some of the advertising. But, not everything's going to be perfect. Not everything's going to be exactly what you're looking for. Why? What am I itching? What's gotten to me? Is something eating me alive? Something's eating me alive. That's what it is. Okay. Here we go. I'm back. Anyways, so I had an early morning smoke sesh with everybody, with you, this morning, Friday. And tonight, of course, is our regular session. This morning, what we were dealing with was a crazy squirrel. The squirrel was insane, getting really close. Of course, Andrew was feeding the squirrel, making him get closer. I think to jump on my shirt because she kept telling me that he was looking at my shirt like it was like some forest jungle that he was about to jump all over. So tonight I'm also coming to you from a new location on the land, on the property. I've decided to move out of the RV. The RV was hot. It was stifling. I couldn't think properly inside the RV. So it's good. We're out. Okay. Now, I'm still smoking the Goofies. This is from Goldflower. It's sitting at 4.24% terpene profile for flower. So I want to explain something. When you're smoking flower, very rarely do you ever get flower, a really good blend above 2.5. 2.5 is like the highest I normally see a terpene profile. But on flower, that's sitting at 4.2%. Wow, 4.24, whatever. That's incredible. And the myriad of flavors that comes off of this as I'm smoking it, wow, just spectacular. But you have to digest it. So as I'm taking a hit, I don't taste everything. For me, it kind of comes out a little bit later. And the reason I'm mentioning the Goofies is because this is a blend that was on an early release right now. This is a blend that was curated by Pine Park. Pine Park is on YouTube. These guys, you got to find them. Once you find them, if you know, you know. They do cannabis reviews. They're cannabis connoisseurs. I think one of the guys, oh, no, get off of this. Hey, cat. Oh my God, Pepper. Pepper. Pepper, what are you doing? Crazy cat. See, the cat jumped up here. Crazy cat. Oh my God. What does the cat do? Pepper, get out of here. Out of here, Pepper. Oh my God. Pepper is going to take down my drink. Crazy cat. So, anyways, what was I saying? I don't even know what I was saying. The cat messed me up. So, that's it. I don't know where I was. I was just, Goofies. So, this blend, Goofies, and I want to say it's like 20 something percent. I'm afraid of the cat now. 20 something percent of the THC, which THC is not the biggest deal. Your terpenes are the biggest deal. So over 4%, absolutely incredible for flower. This is on an early release. The guys from Pine Park helped curate and bring this together, and they're one of the brands that are being carried by Goldflower. Now, they will be here in St. Pete, here, Florida, where I am. They're going to be in St. Pete on the 24th. That's going to be huge. So they're going to be in St. Pete on the 24th. You definitely got to come check them out. Got to come say hi, come get autographs, come be part of the community party that these guys are kind of curating. And I'm pretty excited about it as well. Mm. And that's just some of the great brands that I've been part of. I've been so excited. So tonight, again, we're talking about our perception of the world influenced by our experiences, by travel, by our mindset, by the energy that we bring into the situations around us. And so I think this is more tonight's discussion is more of a continuation. A continuation. I'm just checking to see, oh, got you over here on Facebook. Bum, 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 bum. Just making sure everybody's happy. Okay, I'm back. So tonight's conversation is really a continuation. It's a continuation of conversations that we've touched on in other podcasts. It's the power of happiness. But I don't know if I want to use the word happiness. I don't like just having a word. I don't want to be labeled as just one word. It's like, oh, I'm so happy, because I'm not always happy. I'm enthusiastic. I'm excited. I have energy and enthusiasm towards the beauty of the day, the magic of the world around us. I'm able to appreciate that, soak that in, use it as part of my manifestation, as part of the energy that I push back to the world around us. So I don't want to say it's happiness, but the power of enthusiasm, the power of happiness, the energy and the vibe of it, when you bring that with you to an environment that is normally not quite so happy, it changes everybody. Everybody changes when you bring happiness to the environment. For example, as I travel, South Florida this whole week I've been in Miami. And the one thing I have learned is that traffic destroys everybody. Traffic kills your brain. Traffic destroys and stifles your creativity, your individualism. You feel like you're trapped in the box, trapped in life, trapped in whatever you're doing, because it's traffic. 2 miles could be like 2 hours. I don't know how anybody does it. I don't know how anybody's able to actually muster the energy to get in their car and drive. But I did it. And I did a lot of driving. And I learned you've got to do it early. You've got to be out there early. You got to travel early. You got to go say hi to everybody early before the traffic picks up. When does it pick up? Like 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning. Traffic the rest of the day. There is anticipation traffic. There's traffic in anticipation of further traffic. That's Miami. So that's where I was this whole weekend. And I've learned, I've learned through the traffic and the chaos and the stress of that. I don't know what my point was. I don't know what the hell I was talking about just now. That's some good weed. See, that's good when you forget what the hell you're talking about. So, anyways, I was in South Miami, and okay, I remember what I was talking about. I was in South Miami, and because of traffic, because of the environment, people are very short-tempered. People are on edge. Everybody I spoke to is quick. Like, what do you want? What do you need? Every place I went into, every doctor's office initially, and this is what I mean by bringing happiness. We'll call it happiness, but by bringing positivity, happiness, and good energy into an environment, how it changes things. I walked into one clinic this morning. Even this morning, it was yesterday. It was yesterday morning. Walked into a clinic and walked right up, and the young lady at the counter was like, "What do you want? What do you need?" Holy shit. I'd like to come say hi. I'd like to talk to you about our great, fantastic, incredible products and our education and our people and our service and our delivery and blah, blah, blah. I couldn't even get one word out. What do you want? What do you need? Who are you? Oh my God, it just that changes a vibe coming at you. So immediately I took a deep breath. Wow, here we go. And I was like, ooh, I am Oren. I am here to do this, 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 and that. I made sure the energy that I pushed out was not what she was pushing out. I made sure the energy that I was pushing out was good. It was wholesome. It was on fire. It was electric. It was not going to be stopped by anybody else's attitude. And that's what I did. And so the person stopped after listening to me for a moment. It was like, I'm like, yes. And I am so excited to see you. I am here to bring you this and talk about this and da 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 da. Wow. Yes. I'm like, yes. The attitude changed, the mood changed, the person changed. And before I walked out of that office, 10 minutes, 15 minutes later, they were happy and excited about the day. But they weren't when I walked in. When I walked in, they saw the day as a hindrance. They saw the day as, oh, just another day. But when I left that office, now that day is an adventure. Now that day is a journey. Yes, that's exciting. That's how your energy, your power, your enthusiasm can change every environment around you. It's how you bring it. It's how you. Uh, so okay, let's look at it in steps. I mean, it's the power of your energy that you bring into something, and kindness, your your energy, your empathy, your being, as long as it's great and powerful, it's a universal language. Kindness is universal. Love is universal. Can you hear all the ducks? There's a lot of animals hiding behind me. In that back region over here, there's a gator. There's a 7 foot one-eyed gator. I know because I shot out his other eye. He almost ate my dog. I wouldn't have shot his eye if he wasn't trying to eat my dog. But he did try to eat Chi Chi. Chi Chi is now passed, but it wasn't because of the gator. And the gator retreated into the nethers of the pond with one less eye. Okay. Mm. So let's talk about, let's talk about not just kindness and how it transcends, how it crosses barriers, even the smallest amount of kindness. This morning I mentioned, and like I do in every show, I mentioned how you need to approach your day with 10% more kindness. You need to approach your day with 10% more love towards everybody. This is what changes things. This is what, out of the blue, out of the, what they start barking at? You know what the dogs are barking at? The cat. And they're like, telling me, look, it's a cat, it's a cat, it's a cat. I know it's a cat. Thank you. That being said, right back again. You have to carry a different energy in every environment. You have to create the energy that you are looking for in any environment. So, like when I walked into that doctor's office and the medical assistant at the front was negative and angry and just almost mean, and mean not just to me, but imagine to anybody else that was coming into that office. Imagine the energy that she was portraying. And these are people's first time coming into cannabis. These are patients' first time. The first face that they are seeing is that medical assistant. So imagine how they're feeling about medical cannabis when they're dealing with somebody so negative. But I understand because the world around her was quite negative. The environment around her was quite negative. She was feeling. Mm, obviously she was feeling negative about things and she was projecting that to the people around her, and that's hard. It's a hard place to be when you can't let it go. Letting things go sometimes is the hardest and easiest thing in the world to do. Mm. What am I doing? I can't relight it. Am I having issues? Mm. So we've talked about this before, about your energy and the environment around you, and how the energy that you bring into a space not only influences the environment and the people around you, but the people around them. they carry your energy. They carry your positivity. They carry your goodness, your kindness, your 10%, 15% more kindness. They carry. They carry that in the interactions that they have. So your little puddle is affecting their puddles, and their puddles are affecting many puddles. So as we travel, we carry goodness with us. Mm, there you go. I'm smoking for you. For those who can't, I will. I mean, if you don't smoke, don't worry about it. You don't have to. This show is not just for smokers. This show is for everybody. This show is for education and for health and for the combination of community and not just cannabis, but the world. Everybody. Whether you toke, whether you smoke, it does not matter. This show is for you. You can eat it, you can smoke it, you can drink it, whatever cannabis you like, or none at all. This show is still for you. We are about positivity and enthusiasm and great energy. This is highly motivated. And again, we're talking about that ripple effect, that individual pond that you are sitting in that sends ripples out into the universe around you. So it does, and it makes big differences. Many times I've gone into doctors' offices, and some of the offices I have dealt with have been some are amazing. Some are amazing. You walk in and these people have to, they are sitting there. Some have to sit at a desk all day and deal with phone calls and people coming in, and they are still positive, still energetic, still happy, still amazing, still the great face that you need to see. The smile, the welcoming smile that you need to see when you're first entering into medical cannabis. That's a big deal. That's where I look at the brands that I work with. For example, Goldflower, amazing. You walk into their dispensaries, everybody's smiling, everybody's educated, everybody's ready and attentive to help you. I walked into many dispensaries the other day, just checking out other people's customer service, seeing how people are. I was shocked. I'm not going to give you names. I'm not going to give you names right now, but I'm going to tell you that I was shocked. I was incredibly thrown off by the lack of community, the lack of friendliness, the lack of enthusiasm or salesmanship that I experienced these last few days. And again, I want to, more than you know, I want to call people out by name. More than you know, but I won't. Because I like to stay diplomatic. Mm, I I just keep letting this thing go out. I'm like, I should be punished or something. Mm. Well, while I'm trying to keep this lit, so energy and vibe goes a long way. And at the end of my night last night, while I was on the way back to the hotel, I needed to pick up some product while kind of looking at the competition of, of different bud tenders and different styles and different houses of cannabis and how they bring their message across. Mm. And after dealing with incredible amounts of negativity, I was blessed at delivery. I was, my faith was renewed by a company that delivered it to me same day. The only company that kept me, I'm just gonna. That's why that look, you've got to have standards, and standards to me are people, are the community of kindness, and the understanding of people, the ripple effect that we create. You lead with positivity. It encourages those around you to do the same thing, and that changes the atmosphere of entire communities and groups. So when you first get your cannabis license and you come into a medical marijuana dispensary in Florida or any place, and say you haven't smoked cannabis before, and say you're coming into this fresh and new, and you're looking for understanding, the first faces that you see mean everything in the world, because that's who you learn from. That's who you try to understand cannabis from. And I think the number one skill for every single dispensary, before they teach people about cannabis, which they should, and you should know so much. You should go through like Green Dot, no, not Green Dot. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm butchering it, but there's a few courses out there that are incredible, and there's a Ganjier course that is absolutely phenomenal. I know because I've seen the coursework on it, and it's a phenomenal course. It's a little expensive, but it's a phenomenal course. So, through the same company that offers the Ganjier program, they offer beginning courses for dispensary workers to where you can learn about cannabis, the endocannabinoid system, THC and CBD and CBC and CBN and CBGAs, and woo! You can learn about it all and how it works in the body and how it works in process with other drugs. Yes, yes, bud tenders need to be taught how about cannabis. But before even being taught about cannabis, maybe they need to be taught about people. Maybe they need to learn empathy, kindness, and understanding. I know what it's like to work retail, and it sucks. It's hard on your feet. You're standing all day. You're doing things that you feel are beneath you, but nothing is beneath you. It's all part of the giant journey and adventure. Not everybody can do retail, and people learn that through their journey. They learn that maybe they're not people, purple people eater. Maybe they learn they're not people. There's some chaos going on inside there. Glad I'm hiding out here. Mm. By the way, everybody, thank you for joining me again tonight on Highly Motivated, wherever you're joining me from, whether it be Facebook or the Insta, or the Insta Sunday, or you travel, LinkedIn, whether you're watching live or you're going to watch me later on. Hey, I appreciate you coming, and I appreciate you being a part of this motivated community. This, let's help each other out. Let's prop each other up, because that's how we used to be. Communities and families used to come together to help each other. You needed sugar, I've got some sugar. You need a job, I've got a job. I'm just saying, this is how we're supposed to be doing it. This is how we're supposed to be getting along as community. I'm just saying. I think so. Here tonight, every Friday night at 8 o'clock, or either Wednesday morning or Friday morning, or whenever the morning session actually happens, this is it. This is where we come together to talk education as well. But just to talk, walk the walk. It is what it is, and it becomes what it becomes. Like tonight, we're talking about the how kindness works as we travel, as we move around, who we talk to, and how it changes the environment. So I travel a lot, and I travel, and I sense people's energy. I feel it. I can feel your energy. Like when I'm pretty close to you, I can kind of sense what you're feeling, who you are. And maybe it's a salesman gift, because I'm a great salesman. I mean, I love to sell, only if I enjoy the product. Mm. And if I enjoy the product, then absolutely I love to sell it. By the way, we're gonna get this thing hooked up really quickly. Let me just turn it on. Okay. So anyways, it's about energy. It's about knowing people. You need to teach your bud tenders how to deal with people, how to understand their woes. Just because this is retail doesn't mean we're not community, doesn't mean we're not together. So let's look at it like this. Let's look at the world as a reflection of yourself. Okay, let's explore the idea that the world is going to mirror back what you project. This would be maybe an easier way of understanding that you know how we change the environment, how we change the world. So when I entered into that doctor's office, and I was dealing with that medical assistant, and she was truly negative and down and angry about the day, and maybe angry about a situation that was outside of the control of that office, of that environment. I wanted to mirror an environment for her that was enthusiastic about the work that she's doing, enthusiastic about the information I'm going to give her, and the energy that we are now sharing and creating. So we shared and created a great energy that now she is going to push on to all of her patients, all of the phone calls, all the people coming in. Now she's going to be more positive. Maybe 10%, maybe 20%, maybe 100%. But that's what she's bringing into the situation. Gonna loosen that a bit. Okay. Okay, I think that might be ready. I'm gonna put this on top of that. Oh, it's gonna be exciting. All right, let me just go boom, boom. Let it do its thing, and it's doing its thing. Excellent. Let me just let it go for a second. So a lot of times I travel, and I feel like, excuse me, that was terrible of me. I feel like I'm pushing goodness sometimes, but I don't want to say it like that. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm pushing goodness, like I'm Johnny Appleseed, pushing goodness everywhere. That's a big hit. Wow. That was incredible. When you're normally taking a hit from your vape pen, you don't take a hit that big. That was insane. That was rosin. I only like to vape rosin. I don't like to vape anything else. Rosin means it was not, no chemicals were used in the extraction of of that cannabis oil. Resin, they use butane, they use ethanol, they add botanical terpenes to it. But rosin's a little different. And we're going to do an explainer soon about all the different concentrates and all the different forms of concentrate and how they're extracted, what they use, what's the process, and what's the best way to go and start. Because, and again, I always like to pull out my Puffco Proxy. I love this thing. This is my Sherlock Holmes pipe. I smoke this and I feel like I'm solving crimes or some shit. But what I put in there is very important. I like it clean. I like it crisp. I don't like a lot of sludge left over. So I do like something called full melt. Full melt means nothing will be left at the end of that product. So I can smoke it until there's nothing left. So anyways, right here I'm doing a rosin cart and creating that that drink that you just saw in the cup. But I also like to use this thing as a standalone because it's pretty awesome. Oh wow. That was an incredible hit. Okay. So we're talking about energy and goodness and kindness and bringing it everywhere you go. There's this one office in, I'm trying to remember where it's at. Uh, I think it's Tampa. I want to say it's Tampa. And every time I go in there, it's like on the border of like Tampa and Largo and Clearwater. To me, it's all Tampa, but it's in Tampa. And every time I go in there, immediately when you go in, there's two people at the front desk. There's two front desks, and they're just looking at you, just mean mugging you, like mean mugging you. You're coming in, and they're like, who are you? What do you need? And that's what do you need? Not hello, not welcome to our clinic, not, and look, you start with a welcome to our clinic. You are open, you are pushing out good energy and good vibes. You would be surprised how much a hello does for people. When you go into a Walgreens or a CVS, when you walk in, they're like, hello, welcome. And you're kind of like, really? Get out of here. But if you hear, hello, welcome, hey, it's great to have you here. Pepper, don't you dare, hey, Pepper, don't you dare jump anywhere. Don't jump. Don't do it. Okay. So you come into a place though, and you hear them say, hello, welcome, good to see you. How do you feel? Oh, hi. Okay. Hi. Thank you for having me. I mean, and you're like, I don't know you people, but you know something? Thank you for having me. There's a different energy involved in how that's all translated. So I walk into a store and it's like, hey, hi, welcome. Thank you for coming. Because they're made to say it. They don't feel it inside. They don't feel it as part of the company. But then you walk into a place and they're genuinely happy to see you, or they at least portray that. You feel different. The energy is different. So that is a big deal. The world around us, the energy is Pepper. No, no, one sec. Sorry, we're just gonna no, Pepper, get off, get off, get off, get off, down, down. Come on, Pepper. Seriously? Are we is this what we're gonna do? Is this what we're gonna do? Yeah, cats. Cats. They are going to come on down, honey. Thank you. Oh my god. See. Okay. I see what's going to be happening. Pepper wants to be part of the show, but she's going to come from behind and knock everything down. Thank you, Pepper, but no, no, and no, honey. Okay, yes, yes. A little bit of love, but no. Don't jump up on top here. Yeah. Okay, great. No, no, no. Stop. I'm in the middle of something. Okay. Anyways, yeah. This is. I'm being attacked by Pepper, and I think there's a chupacabra out here. Like the second it gets dark out here, I'm not saying I'm scared. I'm not scared. There's nothing scared about this. I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared. I'm not supposed to say it, but they think there's like a tribal ghost. There is a ghost that walks his dog around the pond and whistles. There is a ghost down there, and you just accept it and just leave him alone. Just leave him alone. But there's no actual guy and dog. But there is. It's like clear as day sometimes, or clear as night. Clear as the night, as the moon will be shining upon him, and the whistle will be wafting in the air around us. And you're just like, that's so creepy. Oh, it is. So, anyways, that's when you're living on land. And this is so weird because I've been in Miami all week, and the hotel I was staying at, the traffic was right outside my door. I mean, right up my little private patio, whatever they're calling it. The traffic was right there, just right there. And everything was loud all the time. So we come back here, and it's not. I mean, you could hear everything. You could hear the crickets in the background, the frogs that start to sing, or the ducks that are talking to each other, or we have these cranes, and you could hear them. They might even come out and sing this evening, and they scare the hell out of me. I'm not gonna lie; those cranes are something. They are something. So wait, let me hit this thing again really quickly. I still want to keep talking about how we push our kindness to the world around us. But I really want, if you have questions about cannabis and how we use cannabis to better our lives, maybe to make tea, to eat it raw. Why would I eat it raw? Why would I make tea? How would I lose weight or regulate my blood sugar? How do I use cannabis medically? Where do I use it to ease my PTSD or my nerve pain or my bone pain? There's differences. Some people come to me and they're like, look, I can't sleep. And I went to a dispensary and they said, oh, you can't sleep? Well, let us get you an indica. It's not about indicas. Indicas are great for mind and muscle, but not always bone and nerve. And if bone and nerve pain are what keep you up at night and don't allow you to sleep, then maybe hybrid leaning sativas, maybe hybrids, maybe straight sativas, depending on the lineage and the terpene profiles. Me, I have restless leg syndrome, and it'll wake me up at night. My leg will be on fire, on fire. I mean, it feels like a flame. It's electric flame in my leg, and it's just, oh, and I get up and nothing. I mean, no medication I've ever taken, pain pills, you name it, regulate, blah, blah, blahs. I hit that bug. And so nothing I've taken has helped it besides sativas. I will get up and smoke a sativa. Now, here's the funny part there. Smoking a sativa as a joint, you are burning it at very high temperature. And at that high temperature, you're burning off any beneficial cannabinoids. Beneficial cannabinoids are not just THC. THC is glue. But then you have things like CBN. CBN is THC. It's how it degrades and oxidizes and it becomes CBN. But then you CBGA, the mother of all cannabinoids, where she's able to attach directly onto the neural transmitters and help people with neural degenerative diseases directly, not necessarily regrowing nerve, but stopping the degradation or the destruction of nerves. Same with fibromyalgia, neuropathy. Their THCV and CBGA have been said in studies to help reawaken. Reawaken. Look, I have fibromyalgia on the right side. I have neuropathy on the left side, and I was numb. I would say in large part, my whole left foot was numb up to like right below my calf. I could really start to feel right there. And then it'd be patchy because I'd have sections of numbness. And then it would be numb most of my thigh, which was kind of weird. and then it was numb in parts. I could feel like up through here it was numb. I wouldn't feel anything. Like I could hit and I could feel like deep inside, but like surface wise, nerve wise, I just wouldn't feel anything. Same with my hand. My hand was numb all the way into my fingers. I would start scratching like I could feel something. So on the out, so I'd start scratching my leg. Like right now, I'm scratching the leg because I feel something inside. But I would scratch. I don't feel the pain on my leg, so I'd tear into my leg. You don't feel anything. So sativas, THCV, and CBGA. So I would eat CBGA gummies, which are great because they're high in CBGA. They're made with CBGA. Um, and I would smoke flower high in THCV. Now, again, I was talking about doing it at high temperature and you're burning off all the beneficial cannabinoids. You, what I'm going to show you right now is like a low heat joint, like a joint at a very low heat. And it sounds silly in its presentation because really you want no heat. You don't want the cannabis to break down and you don't want to lose those hundreds of different cannabinoids that are present. But when you're smoking a joint, for example, when my leg is on fire and I'm woken up with terrible pains that I can't explain and I can't get rid of, and my leg is just like all over the place. It's like da, 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 da. I get a sativa. And a sativa that's high in THCV, like a Durban poison strain, or a strain that has high amounts of Durban poison, or maybe Colombian gold, or what is all these? It's like these flies. There's flies. They weren't out here a second ago, but when the lights go off over there, they're like, oh, look, there's lights. Let's go. And they come. And they're little itsy bitsy weird. Look, just, they're not all flies. I don't know what's out here. Anyways, so this, you know, this is what helps immediately with the pain. So what I do, I like to light it without pulling in. And I only light a little bit. I'll show you what I mean. Because a lot of times we build up quite a large cherry on our joint. The cherry is the ember at the end with and what that does, it creates a very hot, burning hit where basically you're burning off anything beneficial and you're just getting a head high. That means it's just crossing the blood-brain barrier and you're just feeling high for a moment as it decarboxylates within the body, or it comes into the lungs and through the capillaries and into the bloodstream. Boom, 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 boom. Now, so instead of super burning this joint, I'm just lighting it. I don't want to create a very large cherry. Instead, I want to create just enough. And I know people are like, this is silly. What the fuck are you doing? This is what I'm doing. I'm going to show you. Look, just okay. Now, I've created a small cherry. It's a very small cherry. It's nice. I'm not getting a lot of smoke because I'm not pulling in very hard. I'm pulling in just enough to let my body, and I'm tasting it though. I'm tasting that. I'm like, it's so flavorful like this. It's so much more flavorful because I'm not burning everything down. Look at my cherry. Look, it's small. It's very small, and I'm not hitting it right now. I'm just kind of letting it sit there. And because I talk a lot, this is great. Because as I talk a lot, my joints always go out. Always. But that shows for good weed. That means your weed was cured and dried well. If it goes out with like a little resin roll around it, you see that beautiful little resin roll? It's already beginning. All right, I'm just going to do a little. I'm getting a fuller amount of cannabinoids that are not getting burnt off. Cannabis starts to decarboxylate at 250 degrees. At 250 degrees, cannabis starts to break down. That means it starts to change from CBG A in her acidic form down to THC and CBD. And within those two variances, there is a world of cannabinoids that the higher the temperature goes, the more of those cannabinoids start to disappear. We don't want those to disappear. You want those cannabinoids. You want to be able, your body to be able to assimilate those cannabinoids and use them beneficially. So I was talking about my restless leg syndrome. I was talking about my leg going on fire and I need a little bit of a sativa. That's what this is. Hybrid leaning. So hybrid leaning, as you see, there's not much smoke coming out of this. Mm. And you know why there's not a lot of smoke coming out of this? Because I let it go out. But it was barely burning, and that is how you want it. So again, I'm just going to tap it with the flame. Look, tappity tap taps, tappity tappy tap tap. Boom, it's been tappitied. I'm not super inhaling. I'm not, oh, well, that was a bigger hit. I want to make sure it doesn't go out immediately. But right there, I'm keeping the flame low. See, that's a bigger cherry. You see how much larger that has gotten? Now that's gotten a little more hot. Now that's a little hotter. It's going to be burning off more of the cannabinoids, and I can taste more of a burnt or a processed cannabis, more of the resin. I taste less of the resin, the lighter the hit, and the smaller the cherry. I don't know what the hell I'm sitting here talking about so much about the joint and the cherry, but I hope that was helpful in some weird way. But it for me, it is, especially late at night to help my leg stop shaking. And right there, in less than half a joint, in just a couple of hits. Mm. I mean, I'm not having the problem right now. I mean, I've been driving all day, and my body is in this weird, painful, like my neck was actually, look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. I couldn't move my neck. I mean, that hurt just now, actually. I'm not going to lie. I moved this way and I was like, oh, that's painful. But this is better. I couldn't do this earlier. My back and my neck right now are feeling so much better because I was driving. I couldn't wait to get back on the show and smoke a joint. I was like, I'm hurting. I don't want to drive. I'm tired of driving. I've been driving all week. I mean, I'm always driving, but when you're driving from Miami back to, oh God, cat. Scared the shit out of me. Hey, Pepper, stop. Honey, no. Okay, no. That scared the hell out of me. Oh my God, stop it. When you're driving back from Miami, and you're stopping still at seeing people, you're in and out of the car. The heat outside is just stifling. Humidity at 1,000%. That's what it feels like. Your body and your mind take a beating. So as soon as I got home, I couldn't wait to start the show. I couldn't wait to spark a joint anyways, you do it at low heat. Let more of those cannabinoids assimilate into the body. And that seems to help me late at night. And that'll stop like the pain that I was just experiencing from my drive or my restless leg syndrome or the phantom. I get like these weird, I don't know, these electrical phantom pains that depend, like if it's on my fibromyalgia or on my fibromyalgia side, that's like extra pain. That's like insane pain. And then if it happens on my left side, it's a weird burning. So, but I do attribute some of it to some sativa use and the reawakening because I am not as numb. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I'm not as numb as I used to be in my left side. So I know there's an improvement and I know there's a positive change. Now, that's also in combination with the health choices that I make. I'm not eating fast food, not anymore. And I'm not going to do, excuse me, I'm going to reduce my amount of sodas. I'm not going to do soda. I'm going to try not to drink soda. I'm going to drink tea, but that's still sugar. And I want to reduce my sugar by 90%. So, and that's my future plans. That's what I want to do. But within that, some weird bugs that are over here. Let me tell you something. I don't think I've seen bugs this strange for I was going to say, just for a really long time. All right, moving on. Mm. Thank you for joining me, by the way. Once again, if I haven't thanked you or welcomed you to Highly Motivated, let me welcome you and thank you for being a part of this sub community of cannabis and non cannabis users, of all people. That's what we are. We are the community coming together for a virtual smoke session, a virtual chit chat about kindness and about spreading that in the environment and the world around us. Why? because it makes the world better. It makes people better. It makes families and environments better. 100%. 100%. It's about making you feel better. If you don't feel better, and if you're not more enthusiastic towards life and the beauty that life brings to you, then you can't bring enthusiasm or energy to the world around you. So we start here. We start with you. That's what this show is for. It's just for you. I mean, it's for me. It's for me. It's for you. It's for all of us. How does it benefit me? I don't know. It's a pain in the ass sometimes. How does it benefit me? By benefiting you, by helping you in any small way, by you laughing at me or laughing with me. I don't give a shit. I don't care if you judge me. I'll never judge you for it. I'll never think twice about it. Instead, I'm just going to enjoy every moment life brings. And I want you to enjoy your life with every moment that it brings, every opportunity that you can create, you can manifest. I want to help you get there, or just remind you to get there, remind you to create and manifest, remind you to be enthusiastic, excited, and happy for life. Sometimes we need a reminder because we forget, because life is busy, the world is busy. There is war and famine and disease and pollution and, oh my gosh, so much that breaks our brain. We have each other to prop each other up. We have this show, this moment, this community, these bugs that are attacking me. Oh, wait, oh, there, okay, I'm back. So, that's what this is. That's the ripple effect that starts here. We want to help start that ripple effect. You like that? Nobody cares. Breaking news, nobody gives a shit. And we need to help we don't need to help make people give a shit. We need to help make people care for each other with a touch more kindness and understanding. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for, oh, donate all your money or give all your time. No, 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 no. Let's not go crazy. Let's not jump to conclusions. Let's start small. That's it. Bring 10, 15% more kindness to every conversation. Bring a little more love, a little more energy, a little more whatever you want to call it. But that's going to start the ripple. That's going to start the catalyst that creates goodness that comes back to you. What I say about the mirror, what I say creating, you know, it's the power of it. So it's what I say, what I call it, the world as a reflection. The world as a reflection of yourself. So let's look at the world as a reflection of us. Let's look at the world, how everything we do mirrors back to us. I really hope a bug did not get into my drink. I mean, I think it did. It's protein. Yeah, I'm just, I'm pretty sure there's a bug in there. I don't know. Made it taste better. Okay. It tasted great though. It was great. Whatever it is I'm drinking, I don't even know what it is. I mean, I'm sure it's a tea, but it has other things. I taste hibiscus. I taste a honey. Since I'm trying to cut down on sugar, I'm replacing honey with, with whatever sugars I was using. Honey is natural. It's fantastic. It's antibiotic, antibacterial. It's super fantastic for the body, for the mind, for the bloodstream. Actually, I don't know if it's good for all those things. I'm going to look into it. No, but honey is good, though. Honey is good for the antibodies, especially if you're doing a natural local honey. You want to do something like that where it's that's the cat is scaring me. The cat is pacing around. Stop, Pepper, 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 Pepper. No, no, oh, no, no, no. Stop. Come on. Yep. No, no, no. No, 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 no. I got to be nice to her, too. I mean, I'm out here. You're gonna knock the table down. She's gonna knock the table down. It's not a she, it's a he. I keep calling it a she because when we first got the cat, we didn't see that it was a he. We didn't see Pepper. We didn't see that it was a boy. And then all of a sudden one day We saw the enormous pair of, oh, it's very nice of you. It's very nice of you. I'm so glad to see you too. Doing a show. You want to say hi to everybody? See, right here, Pepper. This is everyone. We got Pepper as a tiny kitten, and Pepper was okay, 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 okay. Can we calm down a bit? Yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you. Okay, that's enough. I said hi. I spent some moments with you. No, don't. Let's not be greedy. Let's not be greedy. We're doing a show. Okay, we're doing a show. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we're gonna have to reposition ourselves. Actually, I'm gonna have to turn this on because the cat does not like it. So it's a good excuse to do it. I'm like putting a barrier. So the cat doesn't come up here. That's a really big hit. Okay. I think if I let the joint go out, that's when the cat shows up. And all the other bugs. Welcome, everybody, by the way, for our Friday night highly motivated smoke sesh, where our topic tonight is how kindness is how it's how it's influenced by our experiences and by our mindset and by our environments, and how we can change those environments, change the energy, the flow, the vibe, the frequency, the electrical magic of a place by just bringing kindness to the table. I talked about it earlier in this show where I experienced a medical assistant that was so negative, so down, so angry. And I'm sure there are things going on in her life that are terrible. So I didn't judge her for anything. And instead, I took that energy that she hit me with, I brought it in, I counted it out, or or did whatever motion I did to let it go. I just let it go. And I brought back kindness. I brought back the energy of goodness and kindness. And it changed her energy. It changed her environment. And I can't tell you how many places the other day it was raining. Yesterday, the other day. I'm like the other day. I'm in along the coast. It was above Miami somewhere. I know. I don't know where there's like hi baby, I see you, I know. But no, stop. You're nibbling on me. She is nibbling on me. I think I gave the cat gender issues. I'm sorry. Okay. Mm, mm. All right. Right, down. Down. Thank you. Okay. Back again. So I was above, it was like above Miami. I don't know what I was talking about. Anyways, so the energy of an area can change drastically when you bring your kindness, your goodness, and your again, whatever you want to call it. You can bring your happiness to a place and it changes its energy. So the hotel. I mean, it's a perfect example. The hotel that I was checked into. I was staying there for a couple of days. And the hotel has a tiki bar and a restaurant. So I wanted to make sure my advertising that I was doing was well placed in the tiki bar and the restaurant. But then I was like, that's not enough. I set up a little mini event, like a pop-up event in the tiki bar. And I don't know what that was. I heard it just now. That was like, but much more professional than what I just did. Okay, so, you know, so I set up my stuff in the tiki bar, and and you get to know some of the people. So you start talking about cannabis, and you start talking about what you do and how you bring it to the table. Mm. The vibe in the place was super negative. Super negative. This was in Boca. And this is where I was staying. Okay, so sorry, just took me a second. Okay, so the vibe was just kind of super negative. And I came in and just brought a different energy. And every day, the vibe got a little better. And I brought a little more energy, a little more excitement, a little more talk, a little more, hey, let me give you a little bit of this. Hey, I got this extra piece of swag. It's great. You're going to love it. Here, let me give you these little bits of kindness, pushed a little extra power outside of my puddle and helped create a little extra kindness from them to the environment and the people around them. And when you do that on a large scale, over a week's time, you start to see how that all changes. I'm so afraid that the cat is going to jump right in between my legs or something. And the, the cat is torturing me, or it's like stalking me. There's nothing I can do. This is the cat's territory. I've come to the cat's domain and I am borrowing the area. So while I'm talking to you, I'm guarding my my irreplaceable parts. Just guarding, just doing a little guarding action, just in case the cat comes this way. It's like I don't know, crazy. Um, Ginger cats are crazy. I mean, it's not like I'm not saying they're crazy. I'm saying they're crazy, and this one is like the leader of the pack. This one talks to them all. I don't know. Talks to the crows, and the crows talk back to it. I think they all have a deal going on over here. I don't know what's happening. I don't get in the middle of it. I just try not to get bitten. That's it. I mean, you'd be surprised. On 7 acres, what lives on 7 acres? See how quiet shit gets? Do you know why things get quiet? Because there's something there. So quiet. It was so loud a second ago. I could hear all the birds. I could hear all the crickets and everybody's like making all their noise. And then all of a sudden, it just stopped. Something big just flew and hit the wall. Idiot bugs. But that means there's something not far in the distance. I feel like Steve Irwin sometimes. I'm like, right, crikey, let's take an adventure. Let's jump into the bush. Let's see what we find. I mean, and I'll get bitten by something immediately. So we don't go into the bush. I mean, there's bush. It's bushy. It's like a bushy area, and it can look like an Australian jungle. I don't know what accent that was. Anyways, thank you for joining me Friday night. We're just hanging out. We're talking about kindness. We're talking about your positive enthusiasm that you can spread to people, and it comes back to you because your perception of reality can become their perception of reality. Like if their reality is negative, if their world around them is negative, well, that's what they are pushing out. Like it's creating that ripple effect, but not in a great way, in a bad way. And the world as a reflection of self. So they are creating the world as a reflection of their negativity, of their anger, of their, I can't let go of anything. But you bring a little bit of your ripple, a little bit of your reality, a little bit of your perception into their mirror. Give them something else to reflect. Give them a more positive vibe to see. A more positive energy. Were those balloons I just saw? I just looked back. I was like, holy shit, there was balloons. That's awesome. Thank you for the balloons I just saw. Those were exciting. Those were actually very cool. Thank you. Okay, so, but that's it. That's it right there. And let's change. Mm, mm, mm. Let's change that perception. Let's give that mirror a better view. And now they will project a better energy, a better world around them. That's all we're trying to do from right here. This is the start. Or the start can be whatever you want it to be, wherever you want it to be. Started from. Start it now, just now. And you're thinking, I'm not going anywhere. I'm home. I'm not doing anything. Okay, then bottle up some of that kindness and energy and enthusiasm. Just put it inside. And then when you get the opportunity, get out there. And don't unleash it all on the first person, because that might be a little bit weird. And they might just be looking at you like, it might, I'm not saying it's going to do the negative effect, but you could be doing too much at one point. Just pace it, space out the goodness to many different people, to every people. And, not just one person, but give one person a lot too. Give somebody a hug that hasn't had a hug in a long time. Everybody needs a hug. People love a hug. Don't just like trap somebody out of the blue and just like give them a hug. That might be weird. You got to know them, and you got to have hugged them in the past. Don't let it be like the first hug they've ever gotten out of you. That can be weird too. I'm just throwing these things out there. This is what I'm thinking about. But a lot of people I deal with, they deal with, like, I deal with medical assistants and doctors. And doctors and medical assistants are going to see people that have illnesses, people that are dying, people like I've been talking delivery for the whole last week. You hear all the ducks now, by the way, all the animals, everybody's like talking shit. They're getting really loud because whatever was out there moved. Anyways, so I've been in Miami all week talking to doctors, talking to medical assistants, having pop up meetings over at the Tiki Lounge, which was a great pop up meeting. And so in that, there's a lot of people who cannot come to the dispensary. They can't get there. They're not, their bodies are hurting. They're in wheelchairs, or they're stuck in the house, or they don't have transportation. They don't have babysitters. They can't sit through the traffic. They don't have time to spare. They don't have the extra PTSD allowance of putting up with people's bullshit. And so delivery. So that's a big deal. And that's what I've been promoting and pushing. But the energy that I've been dealing from people is they're dealing with a lot. They're 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 hurt because of the stories and the people that they're dealing with. So I brought a lot of laughter. I brought a lot of jokes. I talk I talk the talk and walk and just blah blah blah. And I get to know who they are. I want to know, why they're doing this, why they're in cannabis, what brought them to cannabis. That's what excites me, and why they're still in it. Because here's a funny thing. We said this in one of the places I was in. You don't get into cannabis to make money. I mean, you don't. You don't get into cannabis so that you make a ton of money. You make money to survive. You make money to enjoy life. And if you're smart with money, then you can enjoy life more. But cannabis doesn't give you a lot of time. And cannabis, retail cannabis, and growing, but retail cannabis does not give you a lot of time to enjoy. It gives you satisfaction in the people it's helping. It gives you the satisfaction of knowing that you are creating a product that is going to help people. Maybe one, maybe 10, maybe 100, maybe 1,000, maybe 1,000,000, maybe more. And in that, you feel really good, because it's not just I have a job, it's retail, and I'm selling a fucking product. No, I have a job that brings education, that brings community, that brings people together. I have a job that makes a product that brings people together, that heals people, that helps people, that makes people sing again and feel the authenticity of self and life. Holy shit. It's not a job, it's life, a love. It's a love, it's a life, it's an experience, it's a journey, it's an adventure. That's cannabis. That's why you get into it. That's why you get into cannabis. I could have gotten into anything and made money in my life. This is something I'm out of pre-rolls. I'm going to have to do some more. So in that, maybe we'll do a little bit of the proxy, or maybe this fancy contraption once again. So anyways, you don't get into cannabis to make money. You get in cannabis to change lives, to change governments, to change laws. You get into cannabis to change community and bring it all back together, because I talked about it in a show. What are we missing? What are we losing? It's kindness. It's love. It's happiness. whatever. And I don't want to call it happiness because, again, it's a word that's been made up and theorized. It's an energy, it's a feeling, it's a vibe. It's everything that comes together and makes you feel good and smile inside and out. I will call that happiness. So, in that happiness, the world changes. And that's what we're here to do. That's the catalyst. That's the change. That's everything. It's I think I lost my pace and again, happiness. I mean, again, I was talking about what we're missing. That's it. When you're dealing with people and you're talking to people, you feel like something's missing. You feel like they're missing something, like they want a hug. So many people I talk to, it's like they want a hug, but don't hug them. I mean, if you know them, if you've hugged them before and you feel comfortable doing it, hug away. But if you don't know them, I'm sending out the warnings now. Don't just hug somebody. It could cause problems, lawsuits, just weird situations happening out there. Um, don't just randomly hug, but I know people need it. And that's what I'm talking about. That's the energy. That's the vibe. You talk to people and you feel it. I just need a hug. I just want a handshake. I just want a congratulations. I just want somebody to pat me on the back and tell me either it's going to be fantastically okay, or everything's going to be okay, or everything will be fine, or you're doing great. Keep up the heart. But sometimes people don't have anybody to tell them that. And maybe we should. Maybe if you see the opportunity, just stop and say, hey, great job. Start with that. Maybe, hey, I really appreciate what you're doing. And that can be for a loved one. A loved one always needs to hear that they are appreciated. Just that little bit of kindness can change a lot in a relationship. If somebody just says, hey, I appreciate you. Hey, I really, I really care about all the things that you do, or the things that you bring to the table, or how much you care and how much you give. Let people know that it's appreciated. That kindness changes lives, changes everything. Think about people beyond yourself in a situation that will never benefit you because you don't care for it to benefit you. You care for it to benefit somebody else. That's what we used to be about. We weren't about how good we're going to get it. Who gives a shit? It's not about us individually, because when you do for others, it comes back to you without trying. I hurt inside because of the lack of emotion and love and caring people have for each other. I hurt inside because of the anger that I've seen that has manifested in people because of traffic and jobs and pressure and responsibilities. And these people don't have that person to hug them or pat them on the back and say you're doing a great job, or to embrace them and say everything's going to be okay. So sometimes people need to be that person. Community needs to be that person. So I am saying thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for all of you watching and listening to my spiel for a little while, watching me cry sometimes on this on this fucking smoke session that I've got to cry through. It's like it's a emotional roller coaster here. Okay. But yeah, let it go. It's about energy. And this is great energy. I love the way this feels. I love that it's with you, in front of you. During a podcast, I tear up a little bit about bullshit. I don't know. I don't know. I think I really believe in good energy and how we can change things. I was all about growing up. I wasn't about this positivity shit. I was happy, but I became very depressed at a point in my life, and it was all about negativity. I was all about anger and yeah, screw you, and hope shit tears up for you. Blah blah. I mean, I'm not gonna. I was bad. I was mentally bad, and mentally bad came back at me. The world is a mirror of your, it's a reflection of yourself right now, of yourself projected to the world around you. I cannot say it enough that we need to be very conscious of that self, very conscious of the mirror we are reflecting around us that comes back to us. I want to be authentic for you. I don't even know what authentic is. I don't even know who I really am, other than this person that just wants to get high with you and see more smiles. Not, what you need a smile. No, just not even smiles on the outside, smiles on the inside. Energy beaming for more, wanting more, being more, seeing the world as more, and seeing the opportunities of the world as more. I don't see, I mean, I'm not trying to be like, oh, I know people. I know, but I see so much of it as I travel. And but I don't just travel all over Florida. I travel around the United States and I see we're all the same. So wherever you might live, wherever you might see me, or wherever you might catch me, I see how you live. I see where you live. And I know we're all the same. We're dealing with the same problems in different ways. You're too cold, I'm too hot. I'm always too hot. I'm always burning up. It's like I think I'm melting. It's good for my skin, but always melting. Let me just get this thing reignited because it was calling my name just a moment ago. It was like, oh, light me. Light me up. Do it. Do it. I'm sitting right over there. Don't be shy. Don't be antisocial. I thought something was crawling at my leg. No, it's the cat. No, no, no. No, no, no. No. I was not guarding anything, and that could have been a disastrous situation. I mean, I'm creating a shield of smoke because with my shield of smoke, the mosquitoes go away. The cat is not in assassin mode. She's ninja assassin out of nowhere. Didn't see her, didn't hear anything. Of course, cats you never hear. And they want to be part of something. They will be relentless until they are part of something. So I know she's probably going to knock down everything I've got going on over here. Actually, I think this one's thicker. No, it doesn't matter. Just reigniting the smoke session just a bit. Again, thank you everyone for joining me. And I appreciate you. So thank you. And thank you for the hard work that you do everywhere you are, every job that you have, every interaction that you do. Thank you for that hard work and the giving that you do. If you do giving, if you give of your time or of your finances, thank you. Thank you for the causes that you support. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you for the people you don't run off the road. I appreciate you for the good driving you do. Like, for the kindness you may show on the road, like you let somebody go or do it more often. Who gives a shit? You're not in that much of a hurry. Mm. I appreciate you for the lessons you instill in the society, in the people, in the kids, in the blah, blah, blahs. But I appreciate you for all of that. I appreciate you for the good person that you are. And you're right, I may not know you very well, but inside we all want to be better, even when we were not so great. I wasn't so great. I was not positive. I was negative. I was not a beacon to society. I was the opposite. And I could have been outcast to an island. I swear to God, if they had the option, I think they would have sent me to Australia. And I love Australia. I love Australia. I would go there anytime. Just outcast me to Australia. I will go to Australia. Shrimp on the fucking barbie. Yeah. And shrimp on the grill are fantastic, amongst other things, in Australia. So, but I was a terrible person and I wanted of terribleness. I cannot stress enough where my mind and my aura was. I was for just self. I was just for the wants and need and experience and of just self, of just me. And I was just about nobody else, just me. I was very self-centered, um, in many different endeavors. I didn't appreciate Mother Earth. I didn't appreciate the environment. I didn't appreciate the people around me. I was not the greatest of people. When my vibe was changed by somebody, it changed the way I saw the world. A veil of darkness was lifted off of me, and I was able to see the color of life. I was able to smell the joy of and beauty of things. And so I then projected that. You project what is coming at you. The mirror I used to have was a very dark mirror and an environment of darkness. When that reflection changed, but I changed it. I changed it right here. It wasn't like there was an entire change of I mean, I still dress in dark colors sometimes, but I also wear very bright and colorful colors. I wear a combination of the two. I wear but I used to dress just in very dark colors. I was very gothic in my approach to life and very gothic in my approach to dress and behavior and people. And when that changed, something changed around me. The people changed. The the people changed. Not just me, but other people changed. The routes I go on, the companies I work with, whether you like me or whether you don't, I'm still going to bring the energy. And it's not that you don't like me, we just don't vibe. I don't vibe with everybody. I understand that. We're not all best friends. We want to be. I love to be everybody's best friend. I want to be everybody's best friend, but it's impossible. Not everybody's going to like you. You have to understand that. Not everybody's going to like you like the way you think they're going to like you. So, no matter what you do, even though you want to be liked by them, but it's not like they dislike you. Again, it's just that maybe the vibe does not cross right, and that's how it is with me. Either it is or it isn't. But either way, I'm still going to bring the goodness and the vibe, and it's still going to change your energy as well. Those that don't vibe with me in a positive way, and you will feel that and notice that and appreciate that in your own way, or not appreciate that. Who gives a shit? It's not for you to or to not. It's just going to happen. And you already know it. Those who have experienced it, those who know me, and I'm pretty sure I can't see anything. I feel like I'm totally blind. I need glasses. I do need, I'm like, I'm pushing it off. I'm not getting them. I went for an appointment not too long ago. Let me tell you what happened there. Just be careful where you go. Look, you pay for what you get. Just remember that. When it comes to your eyes, you pay for what you get. Just throwing that out there. Same with your weed, by the way. Just so you know, you pay for what you get. And if you're paying shit, you're getting shit. You're paying decent, you're getting something really good. You know who I'm talking about. Just throwing it out there. Okay. I'm not used to just drinking like a tea without tons of sugars. I'm trying to reduce the sugar. I want to clear up my mind, clear up my energy. It's about the combination, not just cannabis, but it's cannabis and changing your health, changing the fats that you put into your body, changing the food that you put into your body, and then changing how your body's going to process it. That means whether you're changing up your metabolism, you're changing up your blood flow, you're creating vasodilators, you're exercising, you're walking, you're moving, you're shaking, depends what you're doing, but it's in combination. And that's where we can help change our lives. Okay, let me get back into this thing, and then we'll get back into other things. I don't know what I was talking about. I was going to talk about a situation, and I don't remember now. And that's cannabis. Sometimes, if it's important, it'll come right back. Okay, I'm not going to, excuse me. I'm still thinking. I'm in extra thinking mode. Okay. Right. Can't remember whatsoever. So, don't know where I was. I don't know where I am now. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining me on our smoke sesh. This is Friday night from my porch. This is a porch in progress because there's more deck over there that's being built, and it's going to swing all the way around over to this deck eventually. And then I will enclose this all into a giant greenhouse that I can walk out to from my house. It may not look totally pretty, but it'll be fun and structurally sound, I'm quite sure. I was going to say, I have a mechanic. I have a mechanic that's coming to help me build all of this. I have an I have a builder guy. His name's not Bob. I think it is actually. It could be Bob the Builder. No, it's not. But he's going to come do things like that and create structurally sound projects. I hope they are. I don't know. The first part of it, going to go back and double check it for anybody's going to be dancing. You know, a dance on it. Not that anybody's going to be dancing a dance on it, and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about right now. Wow. See? That kicked my mental ass all of a sudden. I was sitting there perfectly fine. And now I have to get up early in the morning. I still have time, though. Tomorrow, I am going to St. Pete, by the way. And if you are available and you're in Florida and you want to come talk to an incredible grower, an OG of understanding the beginnings of cannabis growing to where it's evolved to now, where you've had to upscale projects from small to large, and this grower is in charge of indoor bougie small grow finite lighting combinations with organics, and it's organics or nada. And that's his like motto. His whole thing. Every time he's like, dude, it's organics or nada. Organics or nada. He goes, say it. You say it, you're gonna understand that we don't want to take any shortcuts. It's about organics and it's about living soil. It's about hand trimming your bud, which makes those three things I just mentioned, by the way, make the biggest difference in all your bud. If you ever have questions about your bud, ask them here, and I hopefully will see it, and I will try to answer. Living soil is everything. If your soil is sterile and dead, what do you think it's doing to your plant? Nothing. It's not creating magic. If your soil is alive and it's on fire, baby, in a good way, with microbes and mushrooms and you know, it's got a fantastic mix of things that are going inside, like this thing I just crushed right here. Okay, that's amazing because that brings nutrients and amazingness into your plant. You use bugs to eat bugs. You keep things totally organic, and it creates a vibe of just super positivity and happiness out of the plant. I can feel that energy and I feel happy. When I'm around the plants, I feel extra happy because you can smell it, you can taste it, and you get that energy of the people who have grown it and worked on it and cultivated because they are all smiling. They are all happy. There are some really cool videos out there of the farm I need to get and post because they are just magical. The guys who put them together, the Red Eye Tribe Media, Red Eye Media, Red Eye Tribe. There is a Red Eye Tribe here in Florida, but Red Eye Media, they put together some amazing videos of the farm. I'm waiting on one of the pre-roll machine. That's my favorite. It's a hand roll pre-roll machine. So it's a machine that does hand rolls. Big deal, big difference. Because everybody else uses cones and they pack the cones with the shit they get from the floor. And you know, it's terrible. You need to go, it's about quality and it's about love of product. And that's why I really like Gold Flower. It's all of those things. And it's delivery. Free same day. Love that shit. Okay. Look, I spouted off a lot because I'm shocked more people don't get delivery. After being in Miami, I was shocked more people don't just stop driving. At some points, I was wanting, there was a cul-de-sac that I got to at the middle of a cul, like you're going, you have to stop and you have to drive here and then you stop. Just the way it was set up, it was a weird road. It took like 30 minutes to get out of this. And I'm like, and you get out, you're like, oh my God, I can drive. And no, you can't because you stop again. I wanted to stop my car, park it, get out, and just walk and be like, I'm done. I'm done driving. I've had enough. There's no need for me to drive anymore. But you can't. And you have responsibilities and things that you need to do. But it was hard. I'm not gonna kid you. I wanted to get rid of my car. I wanted to get rid of everything there just for a moment. I was like, I can't do this anymore. Okay, I was looking for my keys. I don't have my keys. So I don't know how I'm gonna get this into the Puffco. I'm gonna try to be creative. I don't think I can be that creative. I'm gonna try to knock it in. Like, wait. I'm knocking some in. Hold on. I'm gonna knock like way too much in, and that means we're gonna have to smoke it. Hold on. Wait, am I knocking anything in? There's a little something in there. Wait, let me just see if I can loosen it with my. Oh, I've loosened it. Here we go. Excited. Yes. Okay. Is it more? Does it look like a lot? Is it enough? It's enough. You know something? It's enough. Okay. I was worried because I don't have my little dabby dab stick to pick it up and transfer it. Puffco Proxy, love this thing. There's no turn it on, there's no do anything. I leave it on and I just go boom, boom. You saw that? Just hit it twice on the button and it buzzed. And when it buzzes again, it's done. It's ready. It's ready to rock and roll. That's what I love about it. They do not sponsor me in any way, shape, or form. I just love their products. It's not about a sponsor. It's about community. It's about the right products. If you're going to do concentrates, don't do a dab, like high heat, because you're burning everything beneficial away. This way, you're not burning off everything beneficial. I set it on low, on the lowest temperature possible. That way, I'm not burning off all those beneficial cannabinoids. It just buzzed. Now, I'm not hotboxing it in. I'm just, ooh, that was so deliciously tasty. Oh my God, I like that. Well, that's roll-ups. I could tell immediately. So delicious, so fruity. I'm just sipping. I'm gonna look in a moment to see which one it is because I'm telling you that was so delicious. I can't see. My eyes are really bad. And I'm not forcing it. I'm gentle. It just turned off. I can quickly go boom, boom, turn it back on, and continue the session that I was on. So from one dab that I would take in a high heat dab rig, it's gone. It's done. It's just plain just gets you high. But this way, your body's able to assimilate. So instead of me getting high, I'm getting high more comfortably, easier for my body, which will end up lasting longer in the long run. Ooh, I don't know if it put itself out just now. Was I talking and not paying attention? Let me just try this. Delicious. That is roll-ups. I can't see it, but I know that's roll-ups from Goldflower. Mm. A multifaceted strain, very delicious. And for me, the taste is a big deal. Not because it's like, ooh, taste, I want to eat it, I want to drink it. No, it's the overall aroma and flavor and how that affects the effect of the high or the like this right whatever. I'm just the roll-ups right now, I'm smoking this, all of a sudden I feel so different. I feel a little more clear. I feel a little more together. That was really something super fantastic. I may have to load more in there because that took me on such a different trip. I mean, don't get me wrong. I needed that. And that's a, look at that. I'm feeling so much more loose and limber. Like I feel great. I feel like I can do a little walk around the property. I wasn't able to be like this. I got home and I immediately started the podcast. Oh, and I had been driving all day long. So in that long drive, my body's been deteriorating, breaking. I couldn't sit back like this. This is great. I didn't even realize it. I wasn't even thinking about it. And just now, I was like, oh, let me sit back and just relax a second. I haven't sat back and relaxed at all. I don't. I don't. When I'm working, I don't relax. I go, 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 go until I am done and I can't go anymore. Like I get back to the hotel and I can't see straight. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm finally done. I'm done. And I'm out. And then first thing in the morning, I'm up at like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. I take shower, get dressed, boom, boom, boom. I'm right back out. Boom, 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 boom. I go until I come back 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night. Boom, I'm out. I don't know what's happening when I'm out. I just pass out and I'm back up again. So to relax right now and actually feel like it's not hurting me, I can move my neck more. Look, I couldn't do it. At the beginning of the show, I could do this one a little bit. Oh, that is new. Oh, I could not do that. Oh, that's nice. You know something? Just while we're here together, I'm going to reload this. I don't know if it's, ooh, what's going on in there. No need to clean it out. We're just going to add things to it. So I want you to think about your mood every morning you wake up. Think about it. Like sit there and go, huh, how do I feel? How do I feel? Never do what I'm doing, by the way. Don't poke at your stuff with your fingers. Just don't. 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 I'm telling you, do not. But I'm doing it because no, we'll have to move to another device. I'm don't, mm. But don't do what I was just doing. Forget it. I'm closing it up. I don't have a device. I'm putting it away. Just do the right thing. Get a dab tooly thing or a key. A key can work too. I have no keys on me. The keys have forsaken me. The keys were once part of my pockets, and now my pockets are bare. No keys. Okay, right. Where am I? What am I doing? Ooh, I'm gonna do this again, only because I can. Okay. I gotta say, the battery life on the Wolf Fung, this cup thingy, the whole combination, the battery life on this thing is fantastic. And as a standalone vape device, doing what I was just doing, that is really great. But keep in mind, what it's going to do to your cart is going to make your cart very sticky. And when I put this cart on the conveyor, not conveyor, on the device, it's like an alien device. So when I put it on the device, yeah, I put it on the device. That's what I did. Okay, anyways, you see, it's almost gone. But it was more than, I would say it was like above, like it was sitting right there. So this thing right here it drains it. So you're not just taking a hit, you're taking like a 20 times, 100 times hit. So it is a little, when I'm doing it like that, it's going to be a little harsher on the throat. Keep that in mind. And it makes me a hair sillier than usual. Um, Normally I'm not taking monster hits like that, so I'm a little bit more reasonable. Even I didn't believe that. I mean, if you know me, you know I'm very reasonable. I'm incredibly reasonable. I am incredibly easy to reason with. Where's Angie? I'm waiting for her to like jump out and look at me and be like, no, and just like, and then walk away. Like the Pink Panther, like the Pink Panther would like just kind of walk out and not even say anything and just look over and be, and then walk away. Okay, like a ninja. Okay, there was another cart over here, and we're talking about projecting our happiness out. So you've got to feel good about you. And you've got to understand that you are the one who creates your mood. So in the morning, think about your mood. Think about who you are. Don't overthink it. Don't overgo there. Get up in the morning. And look, I get up in the morning. I'll play it out. I'll play it out because I don't know how to describe it. Okay. So I'm going to play it out weirdly here. I apologize ahead of time. Okay. So But I get out of bed. I mean, I actually, once I actually stand up, it's like, I mean, there's a moment of dizziness and a moment of consciousness, and then there's bright lights usually immediately for me. Once I get to the bathroom, huge bright lights, enormous bright lights, and I'm just like, oh, and you have to focus. You can't focus, but you're trying to. So right there, that's influencing your day. That's influencing your mood and your energy and your being and your soul and who you are, especially since I had to walk down a very cold hallway barefoot. So I'm shivering from my feet to my head, and it's creating a slower walk to the bathroom from the bed. I'm slow. It's like a long, it's not like a short walk, it's a long walk. It's the long walk down a skinny hallway. And it's cold. It's cold and it's a long walk. So when you're going, I get cold and it affects the body. And so you cramp up the body immediately, and that's cramping up the mood, and it's cramping up who I am for the day. And I get to the bathroom with the bright lights, and I feel like I'm under interrogation. I'm like, hello, I'm here. I'll answer anything you need me to answer. Sorry, I'm just sorry ahead of time. I don't know why. No, I don't know why. Just sorry. Sorry. And then, and then I get to the mirror. I get to the mirror in the bathroom, and I look in there. I'm like, shit, am I still there? Yeah, I'm there. I'm there. I recognize that guy. I'm like, wow, what a way to start the day already. What a way. And I'm like, but you know something? No. Let it go. Shake it off. Shake it off. Bright lights, bring it on. Okay. Bright lights, better than I can see myself with. Oh, I need to shave. And I'm getting really gray. Let's not talk about that. Shh. And I've talked to myself in the mirror. Who gives a shit? What, somebody's going to judge me? He talks to himself in the mirror, you know. Does he? In the mirror? In the mirror. To himself. In the mirror. In the mirror. For shame. For shame. Who cares what anybody thinks of you? It's what you think of you. That's it. And it's the you that you project, that you want projected. And I'm in that mirror. And I'm talking to myself. And I'm like, listen, I think I feel pretty good about this day. I checked the weather. I'm looking at the weather. I'm not really talking completely to myself the whole time. I'm like mentally a little bit as well. It's not always out loud. Out loud, people look at you a little funny. So I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, hmm, hmm. I'm playing this out a bit. Just so you know that I'm not normally doing it out. I'm doing it silently as well. But in that, I'm reminding myself that I'm powerful. I'm reminding myself that I'm in control. I'm reminding myself that I can choose happiness. My daughter, my young daughter, my 5-year-old going on 6, of course, going on 6. I mean, obviously, hello. But soon, I mean, birthday very soon. Whoa, and my boys are going to be 21. Holy shit, I can't wait. That's like right around the corner. Don't even really know what I'm complaining. I mean, I do know, but I don't. And I do, but I don't. No, I don't know. So, okay. You know, my daughter turns around. It was just we were at the hotel the other day, and she goes, "Dad," or you know, I can't do her voice because she's such an angelic creature, um, and I don't want to do it injustice by doing this voice, but I'm going to because that's right. But no, I'm not going to do that voice either. But she turned to me and she goes, "Dad, how or not how, but why? Why are you so happy?" That was it. That was, she looked at me. She goes, "Why?" It was right in my face, and she's like, "Why, Dad? Why are you so happy?" I go, Well, the opposite is much worse, and I'm happy because there's so many beautiful things. There's sunrises and sunsets. There are great people that help other people. There are beautiful things to learn and inventions yet to be invented. There are colors yet to be formed and friendships to still be made. I'm happy because I'm spending time with you. I'm happy because we're shopping together, or I'm happy because we're learning together. I'm happy because we're reading together. I'm gonna fucking cry again. This is ridiculous. Y'all need to fucking stop this. This all this emotional shit. But that's the thing. That's happiness, by the way, for me. And when she said that, why are you happy? And I felt good about that because my daughter sees the happiness in me. And she is a happy bug. She's a happy princess, a happy unicorn, a happy everything. And that is magic and light for the world. That is something to give the world that is of herself. So innocent and so selfless. But she talks to everybody that she sees and wishes them amazing days and hopes and tells them honestly things. It's the weirdest. I mean, just from the mouth of babes, from the mouth of a child, pure honesty. And sometimes we need that pure honesty again. We need that unbiased word, that encouragement, that love, that pure happiness. And I find that in my work as well. When I saw the other day, I was congratulating a guy that I've worked with, and I've seen him grow in the industry in cannabis and beyond. And I was like, wow, I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of where he's gone and who he's become. And then I'm like, and that brought me a sense of joy. The other day, a buddy of mine, I mean, he started working for as a driver for a company, for a cannabis company, and he is ecstatically happy. He is to the moon happy. Why are you barking so much? He's to the moon happy, and I can't tell you how happy that's made me. I've been like, I've been like, wow. Uh, I've been like, wow. I mean, he's happy, which is making his family happier, his kids happier. I mean, they were already happy. He's already an amazing person. But that little extra happy makes extra happy, extra happy, extra happy, 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 happy. And then happy customers, happy person, happy bud tenders, happy flower. Woo! And it makes me joyous inside because of the happy that it brings to their lives. So that's my happy. That's a why I do things. I do it for everybody. I do it for me. I do it for you. I do it to support my family. You know, I don't just do it to make everybody's lives better. I need to live. I need to support. But you don't get into cannabis to make money necessarily. You get it. Shh. Love you, baby girl. Shh. I appreciate you. Shh. Take a deep breath and relax. Daddy's home. Shh. Just relax, baby. Shush. We love you. Relax. Which I'm pretty sure it's you, Latte. Just be a good girl. Protect. Nah, I hear you. Okay. Sorry. I don't know what I was talking about. It doesn't even matter what I'm talking about. We're just okay. I know. I hear you, baby. But shush, 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 shush. Oh, now everybody's gonna bark. So what? We're quiet for a second, and then we're like, "Wow!" But see, we see where the energy changes. Shh, baby girls. Shh. Thank you, baby. So, anyways, I don't know what the flip I was talking about now. Does it matter? It doesn't, but it probably does. It was probably a really good topic, and I keep stopping myself. But again, if it's good, it comes back, and that is kind of the way it works. Let me just pop that back on. The dogs distract me. I'll hear barking, and my brain just goes wiggly wild. It's like the ADD. It's like squirrel. I'm like, oh, it is hard for me to. I try, and I do a great job for a while of narrowing things out. Um, but after a while, it takes over, and your brain's like, all you hear is that, and you're like, yeah, I hear you. Shh, I hear you. Anyways, everybody, thank you for coming to join me while I'm sitting here telling the dog shh the whole time. Guys, come on, enough with the barky barky bark barks, barkity bark 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 bark. But I've heard you. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna keep talking. You bark, I talk. I don't care. I don't care. Bark away. Enjoy it. You know something? Who am I to tell you to stop barking? Come to think about it, don't listen to me. Bark. Enjoy yourself. Okay, that's it. Yes, that's right. Get powerful. All right. What was I talking about? Doesn't matter. Kindness. That's who we are. That's who we need to be. That's what we need to bring to a situation. But it changes everything. You bring a great energy to the room and to an environment. And wow, what it does is incredible. I've seen it firsthand, but incredible for the person, incredible for the environment. I say I used to be not such a great person in the sense that I wasn't. Do I feel like a greater person? Yeah. I mean, yeah. 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 But I want to do more. I don't feel like I'm great at all. I don't want to be great. I want to be helpful. I want to be. There was a big bad mice bug there. I don't. I just want to be. I in my short period of time that I have here, I want to leave the most positive, energetic influence I can. That can help one person. Maybe that can help 1,000 people. That can help 1,000,000 people. That's all I want to do. I don't have forever. I don't have 100 years ahead of me. I pray I have 50. I mean, that's a lot of years. I've had a lot of life, a lot of joy, a lot of learning, a lot of experience, a lot of things that I want to talk about. I want to share. I want you to know about so that you can do these things, that you should be doing these things. You should be adventuring life and journeying and it- going to work is not a chore. It's an adventure. And when you change the way you see it and the way you approach it, the world changes around you immediately. You change the way you start to approach it. Instead of going to work and feeling, I mean, this is like an example. I mean, instead of going to work and thinking, oh, I've got to work and go through another day, instead, I'm going to work. Today is an adventure. Today is exciting. Why? Why? I'm not quite sure yet. But I feel there's an energy of excitement coming. There's a lot of shit that's going to be happening. Got to file some papers, and I'm going to file them quickly, excitedly, just quietly, excitedly in the filing room. But that is the adventure. And I'm going to talk to some people today. New clients. Oh, that's exciting. I'm going to say the word kitten 47 times. I'm just going to fit that shit in. Kitten, 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 kitten. Wait, I should be careful. Fucking Pepper will come flying at me from a. Did you call? You called me, didn't you? I'm here. You know, that's Pepper. I don't think Pepper's British. That would be interesting as well. By the way, thank you for joining me, especially if you have nothing else to do this evening. Um, or if you have a lot of things to do and you're going out still and you're just laughing at me and with me. I appreciate both. I do. I appreciate both of those because however you translate me, I don't mind. I think I think it's great either way. I just want to reach as many as I can and let people know that there's somebody out there that can hear them and that appreciates them. And I thank you all. Thank you all for everything that you do that you don't even think you're thanked for. Thank you. Thank you for, the experiences that you create in life. I think I just got a message for a spay neuter assistance program. Spay and neuter your pets. Let's cut down the animal population. Let's cut down the cruelty. Spay and neuter your pets. That was my notification I just got. I wanted to share. I wanted you to be shared into my notifications. My phone going off 24/7. Just dingity dingity ding 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 a ling a ling. Everybody's like, oh, he's getting messages from all these people. He's so busy. I am busy during the day, during normal flipping hours. I'm busy, but my phone goes off all the time. Spay and neuter your animal. I will. I'll make sure. Pepper's already spayed and neutered. No, he's not. He's not. And him and his when we learned he was a boy, I was telling you, I used to think he was a girl. And then when I learned he was a boy, I mean, he was. I think we were holding him, and his balls were just dangling there, just gigantic balls, gigantic cat balls. I don't think I've ever seen balls so big on a cat. I mean, not that I've ever been looking at that. Oh, it rhymed. I'm not going to say it again. But I've never really looked at that. But in that, they were really, really giganticus. And so it was like, oh my God, that's a boy. That's definitely a boy. And my daughter's like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah, so sure. Oh my God, 100%, 100%, super 100%." Holding the cat up. Oh God, yeah, it's 100%, 110%. And she's like, "Well, how do you know?" Look, moving the cat back and forth, dangling the cat, um, safely, of course, in a safe environment with safe places for the cat to land. I mean, the cat could take a fall 4 stories. The thing will be fine. Not that I would ever do that to test it, but it could, I hear. Cats are very resilient creatures. They were around with Cleopatra. They were making governmental choices. Let me just clear that, open that. There's a new cart. This is another rosin cart I've got to try. Just going to give that a boom boom. Very exciting. It's about a pre-rolls. Ooh, ooh. So I'm testing a few other things, and it's okay. But the only thing I've really enjoyed right now is that roll-ups. And I want to get more of that into this pipe because that was, I mean, it was okay. It was very terpy. I think that's a resin, not a rosin. I think that, let me just, it is. I had to pick up 2 resins while I've been traveling, not rosins. I know, I know, I know. I don't smoke resin, I smoke rosin. But I had to pick it up because I didn't have any options and everybody was out of rosin. And I'm like, how dare you run out of the rosin? I mean, such a simple request. I don't want you to run out of such an essential thing. Why do I only smoke rosin, by the way? Rosin is because it's extracted with no chemicals, just a little bit of pressure and heat, lots of pressure and a little bit of heat, if done right. And you get a beautiful rosin out of that press, just gorgeous. And you collect that and you use it for different things, whether you're going to do it for, like a batter like this that I can't, I don't know if you can see it. I'm sure you can. I can't get it out without, oh, it smells so good. Oh, that is delicious. I am, I am, I am in heaven every time I throw my nose in there. That's the roll ups. That is so delicious. I can't read it. I can't tell if it's roll ups other than the smell, but I can tell from the smell and the taste a moment ago. That was so super delicious. Just loved it. Okay, but I can't get to. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to break it. Ooh, I'm going to break into it a little bit. It's on my finger. Don't ever do this at home. I'm so bad I'm doing this. I apologize to anybody watching, but I don't have my little dabby dab. And that's a big piece. Ooh, that's a lot. Let's put a lot in there. No, that's not. Let's not. Let's not. That's not. Do I have? It's a decent chunk. Let me put more of a chunk. Let's not be shy. Put a little bit more. A little bit more, you say? Is that what you say? I mean, nobody's chatting. Nobody's saying it. At least people could be chatting, and I just don't see it. Or you could be chatting in the wrong places. I don't know where you're chatting, do I? No, I don't. Welcome, by the way, whoever's here watching live. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you spending your time with me, and and the and all the bugs that have come to spend the time with me as well. Oh, it's enough. That, you know what that did? That told me, Oren, that's enough. Don't put any more in there. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. It smells good. I'm not. I normally would never smell my fingers, but if there's rosin on my finger because I had to put my finger into the rosin thingy. Now that, you see, by the way, this, when you do a press, this is one of the end results that you get. Isn't that gorgeous? That's rosin. Some fell out. Oh no! Let me just get that back. Let me just retrieve that with my claws. So I've retrieved a good portion of it. Oh no, I have not. It missed the container. This is becoming like a whole event right now. Okay, let me just put things away. I'm making a mess, and I'm gonna be upset later. I'm gonna be like, what have I done? What have I done? But just let it go. Have fun with it. If we're so serious about our cannabis all the time, then we bring that into our experience. So bring instead kindness and joy into your own experience. Show yourself kindness. And I know it sounds silly, but be kind to you. You're the one that's going to be kind to others So, so be kind to you. I don't believe I talked to, I'm just going to let you know, I'm looking at the time. It's been 2 hours. I cannot believe I've been talking this long. I'm just going to state that really quickly. Now, if Angie's out here, she'll be like, yeah, I believe you've been talking this long. You always talk this long, this much. You talk this much all the time, Oren. I do not. And she would not say that either. She's very sweet. I'm just comically using it in the situation here. But in that, it's 2 hours, and I've been talking for 2 hours straight. I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know how I'm talking anymore. Don't even know what's going. I mean, when I say that, like I'll lose my place in these conversations because I am rather high. I'm not gonna lie. I'm rather high. And in my highness, I remember portions of what we're talking about, but I don't give a shit. If I forget where I'm at, well, that's just life. And that's the chat. Look at that. I'm rhyming left and right this evening. I'm so excited at my rhyming. When you learn to let go of what people think of you, when you learn to let go of so much frustration and pain and PTSD and things that are going on in life, just let go. Just let go. Use things to help you let go. Some people can meditate and let go without the help of, oh, sorry, of anything else. But I enjoy the help of Mary Jane. I was going to start singing, but my brain went somewhere else. I enjoy it. It helps me get to a level where I can help let go of the crazy shit in life. I'm just going to boom, boom, hit that twice. I'm really quite excited. I got quite a lot of the roll ups in here. I'm not going to lie, there's a lot. So, everybody, thank you for joining me on your Friday night. Thank you for joining me on my 2 hour podcast session on a Friday evening. And after I'm done, I got to go play video games with my daughter if she's still awake, which I'm sure she is. It's 10 o'clock. We've been driving. I'm sure she has so much energy that she is running. I've heard her running marathons in the house. Finally out of the car, finally done driving. Just she's like, yes, yeah! Oh, it buzzed. Remember, I'm just sipping. Oh, that is so flavorful. That is the most flavorful, delicious thing I have. Oh, that is so good. I probably have to go inside and play Sackboy. Create the adventure in your life. It doesn't just happen. You have to create it. Be the journey. Life is not going to find you. You need to find life. Oh, that is so flavorful. Towards the end of it, I can tell the flavor change. I can tell it not getting burnt, but used. And I can probably use it because there's so much of it in there for maybe one more session. So I will try that in just a second. Somebody asked me, how do I become successful? How do you become successful? I don't know. I mean, I feel in life I've been a success 1,000 times. And I feel I've failed 1,000 more. And so success was never a place I climbed and wanted to become. But successful inside, successful up here, always, every day. Every single day, I feel successful. That I'm a success. I'm a success every day because I've woken up and I'm breathing. I'm a success every day because I'm approaching the world with an attitude that I choose. Remember, I'm in the mirror. I'm talking to myself in the mirror in the morning, and I'm saying, hey, today's going to be an amazing day. I don't care if it rains or if it snows. I don't care if the tornado comes through and you got to hold on to some shit. Hold on to some shit. Let the tornado pass. Help people pick shit up and get that day amazing and enthusiastic and positive. I know a tornado is bad and it's bad shit, but bring good energy. Bring good energy to the situation. That's what you need to bring to all situations. Bring good energy. So, you get to choose, you get to create and manifest the day ahead of you. So you've got to know that. And I didn't know what kind of bug that was. It was red and evil looking with fangs. It was like a bunny rabbit. It was like a bunny rabbit with fangs and wings. That's what it was. It wasn't. It wasn't. Don't listen to me. I'm dribbling right now. I've gone 2 hours of talking. I don't even know what the hell I'm saying at this point. Bring goodness, bring positivity with good energy to everything that you do. That's all I'm asking. So no matter what I might blabber on or about, I talk to myself in the mirror in the morning and I say, hey, choose the mood. Is it a good mood day? Every day is a good mood day. Every day is a happy day. Every day is a day happy because I'm a success, because I'm alive and I'm breathing and I'm eating and I'm singing and I'm dancing and I'm able to be afraid at night. Somebody keeps poking me in the butt. I'm able to be afraid at night because of the environment or be excited about it. And I'm able to create my day into an adventure every single day because I choose so. I'm able to meet new people and new energy and bring my energy to them and share in theirs. I heard something over there. That was like a cackling. That was like a, it was like cackling of witches. Oh, these lands here have many stories where witches used to, wander around and just, say hello, how are you? I don't know. I'm just blurbering out. But I did hear something crazy. Sauce, right over there, just now. I don't know if you can hear it, but if you can, sounds like a witch getting tickled in the distance. Okay, anyways, it's neither here nor there. I don't give a shit. It's probably my daughter. She's probably on her VR and she's in hysterics. And I love to hear her laugh. I think that is a happiness on a whole nother level. When just they don't know, you can hear it, but you can hear them laugh and it makes you happy. It does. It makes me happy inside. I love to hear her laugh, that she's happy. That's a big joy. Whatever you want to call happy. Again, I don't give a shit. But that's it. That's a great thing. And that I carry into every single day. That helps me in the morning approach the day with extreme positivity and extreme happiness because again I could be dead. I may not wake up. I might become very unhealthy. I don't know, just fucking terrible shit I don't want to think about because instead you think in the positive way and things go in the positive way. And you appreciate life for giving it to you. You appreciate Mother Earth. You appreciate the universe and the energy and the fucking miracle that made you. Holy shit. Holy shit. You appreciate that because that is magic. Magic. I don't care science. Don't show me bullshit science. It's magic. And that magic creates you every day. So I was going to scream bark away, but that didn't work out well. Maybe it did. They shut up. I that magic is what makes me happy every single day. That magic is what gives me the will to survive. We all need something to believe in. So believe in you. Believe in you. You are the magic that you're looking for. You are the power that you're looking for. You are the energy, the influence, the fire. It's in you. It's in you. You just don't know it sometimes. You don't see it sometimes. Maybe you just need to be reminded that it's there and you can get glimpses of it. But I'm reminded by that's a frog. If you could hear the hell I'm doing, I some emu over here. That's a frog. That's a frog that's like this big. If you could see size comparison, I'm saying that's got to be like 2, 3 feet, 3 feet, and 3.5 feet, maybe more. And the frog legs. That's a sound I'm not recognizing. When you're outside, you don't normally listen for these sounds. And when I was in the city, I wouldn't be able to hear them. In the city, all I could hear was traffic. All I could hear was people screaming or traffic going, horns buzzing, alarms going off. AC units running. It's a lot, and it's nonstop. But here, you don't hear much. Well, you hear the ducks, they start going. If I get too loud, the ducks wake up a bit. Like after a while, when they go quiet, they're just sleeping for a bit. But you could, like, now they're talking. They're geese, they're Muscovies. Um, we have Muscovies out here. We've released uh, a lot of our white ducks, the ones that you'd eat in a Chinese restaurant. I just can't think of their names right now, but the ones that you would eat in a Chinese restaurant. And you know, they don't fly away. So there's lots of them here. And you know, yes, I can't butcher anything. I'm terrible at butchering. I've tried it numerous times, and it's been a what's the word am I looking for? A shit show? Yes, an absolute shit show. So realizing those things happen and I'm not good at them. I'm not good. I'm not. Know your difficulties, know your limits, know whatever, and don't do them. So, anyways, that was being said, I don't know how I got into that. Ducks. I heard ducks. I was like, oh, always talk about how I tried butchering ducks. That was terrible. Okay, hit it again. Let's get back into this thing and forget that conversation about ducks. But see, isn't that nice? It becomes peaceful. It's not so loud. Peaceful. You hear crickets, you hear frogs, you hear life. So that brings happiness, that brings joy. And that I save and I bring with me into the next day when I'm talking to myself in the mirror and reminding myself that the whole world is not at war, even though it is at war in some places. I remind myself that I can influence the world around me. I can influence the people around me. I can help with energy, with vibe, with frequency, with thankfulness, with honesty and authenticness. That is so flavorful. My throat is a little sore from doing the bigger hits on this thingamabobby jig. But wow, even still, that is so delicious. And you know something? Let's end that with that part of the night. Deliciousness. Deliciousness. Let's end the night or start the night with deliciousness. It's Friday. I think I'm going to go inside and have a little sangria. Yeah, that's a good idea. And anybody's still up, I think it's a good. No, I can't. I can't. I have to get up early and drive to St. Pete. No sangria. And that being said, I have to be done. That's my cutoff. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being a part of this community, this everything. Thank you, everybody. And I will see you guys again on the Friday night, 8 o'clock, or you can find me Wednesday morning on the Smoke Sesh, or Friday morning on the Smoke Sesh, or Sunday on the Insta Cha-Cha. So Sunday is only for the Insta Cha-Cha, and everything else is restreamed everywhere else. But Sunday is the Insta Cha-Cha, Insta Smoke, Insta Sesh. I think I like Insta Sesh. I'm going with Insta Sesh. So our Insta Sesh on Instagram, Sunday, 6 o'clock ish, 7 ish. I don't know. It could be whenever ish happens. It happens when the ish happens. But I want to try earlier because there's so many people I want to talk to. So many people that last time I didn't get a chance to, and they came on afterwards and like, Oren, oh my God, yes, we need to talk. Let's jump on there. I'm like, how many people can we get on the thing? So Sunday, Insta Sesh, Instagram, Sunday. Wednesday, Smoke Session in the morning, here, wherever. Friday morning, possibly, here as well. Friday night, here as well. That's a lot. That's a lot. All right, maybe not so much. I don't give a shit. We'll do it anyways. I'll do it whenever. Maybe we'll skip a Wednesday and do a Friday. Maybe I'll skip a Friday and do a Wednesday. Oh, I love the intrigue, the adventure, and excitement of not really knowing. Great. I'll see you then. Hey, have an amazing time till then. Be amazing until then. Do amazingness until then. Bring 10% more kindness into everything you do. Be a little more empathetic, a little more understanding. That's it. That's all I ask. Shake hands, hug. Only, again, you heard the stipulations earlier. Only if you know the person. Only if you hugged them before. No fresh hugs. That could be weird. Unless really the situation calls for a super fresh hug, then super fresh hug it. That's it. I love you all. I do. I wish greatness for all of you. and I wish greatness for your weekend. It's an adventure. It's going to be an adventure. Treat it as such, because wow, what's about to happen? I feel it. I feel energy for you. I feel great energy for you. So take that great energy and get into the adventure of the weekend. Be careful. Be safe. Understand your limits. Understand other people's limits. I don't even know where any of this shit's coming from right now. But take it, enjoy it, understand it, love it. Don't trash it. I don't care. Let it absorb. Don't let it absorb.